Good morning, family, and welcome back to Friday Motivational Group with One Day at a Time. My name is Mel Wells, servant of the city, servant of one day at a time, and most of all, what I'm proud of, servant of the community. And today I have my special guest with me,
Latasha Wells.
Let's get this turned because my baby got a show. Go ahead, baby.
I am a servant of One Day at a Time in the community as well.
You need to move in some more with us, right? Move in a little bit, right? Because I want you to hear what we're talking about today. So lay back, let's have some fun. Today we're going to be talking about making your enemy your footstool. That's a scripture that I just thrive off of. I love that scripture because I was thinking God was talking about, no, you're going to step on your enemies. I'm a, allow you to have vengeance and actually make your enemy your footstool. But was God talking about the enemy was outside of us on the outside, or is he talking about the enemy and the inner me? What do you think?
I think what I deal with is the inner me, my inside first.
Hold up, you hear what she's saying? Let's check out this video about how she makes her footstool. Check this out.
Sometimes I feel like my husband could be my enemy, but they say, make your enemy your footstool.
Is God talking about the enemy on the outside, or is he talking about the enemy within? So you get seen the video of my wife actually using me as the footstool. And that can be tempting sometimes, even as a married couple, but even especially in recovery. You can feel like the enemy is always on the outside. And one of the biggest diseases I call is the blame game, putting all the blame out there, right? And today I just want to focus on something to help you out. To help you out on the enemy that is within. You got to understand, if you can take care of the enemy that is within, the outside enemy can do you no harm. Vengeance is God. So he takes care of the outside. But in Luke 20, 42, 44, and you're like, Mel, you reading the Bible and all that stuff? Yes. Spiritual process is a big part. Whatever religion you are, spiritual process is a big part of the recovery process, right? And it said, the Lord said to my Lord, sit at my right hand until I make your enemies a footstool of your feet. Luke 20, 42, 44. So until I make, that's very important part, right? God didn't say, Mel, you wake up. He didn't say, ODAT members wake up. He didn't say, Tasha wake up. He didn't say, people who are viewing today. For you to wake up and make your enemies your footstool. No, he said, until I make your enemy your footstool, right? Moving on, I want Tasha to read something real quick that talks about the enemy and the inner me in the blame game. Can you read that real quick, sir?
Some of us may believe that the only thing giving us problems in our life is on the outside. An outside enemy. Outside enemy? Is that how we refer to someone or something upon which we can blame things? If this is our own perception, perhaps we don't realize that placing the blame on someone else seldom, if ever, solves a problem. Nor does blaming contribute to our achievement of the wisdom we came here to gain. In essence, blaming or pointing our finger at someone else is saying that we are totally absolving ourselves of having any responsibilities in the matter. Whatever it is, at the same time, we are automatically and unwittingly assigning ourselves to the miserable role of victim. By feeling we are victim, our unconscious attitude is we are not responsible for our own flight. Thus, we view someone else as being responsible. Someone out there must be our enemy. At this point, we render ourselves powerless and helpless because we are allowing that someone to be in command, to be in control. But delegating control of our own responsibilities to someone else, we are relinquishing our God-given power and our will as well.
Listen up, y'all. I just want to highlight this real quick, right? And we talked about, God talking about making your enemy your footstool, such as a step. If you got mad at your step for doing something to you and you tore your step down, would you be able to step up? No. So you got to understand that sometimes the people that may be causing you problems is to step up for you to better yourself up in life. So what I'm talking about? I'm talking about the inner me, right? And so for me, and I'm going to show you a real clip, right, of like a volcano erupting, right? Because for me, I have to battle within. I have to battle within. My responses, I can't blame people. Why I can't blame people? I suffer with anger. I suffer with selfishness. You think about what you suffer with too.
Everybody.
Right? Laziness, procrastination, the blame game, gossip, backstabbing, talking about people when they're not even around. Oh yeah, girl, you heard that, whatever. We have to learn in recovery, and as married couples, as spiritual beings or whatever, we have to learn to fight the enemy within. You have to understand, I'm going to show you this picture real quick of another man like sitting on the devil. And the question is that, is he sitting on the outside enemy or is he sitting on the inside enemy? Listen, self-control is where it's at, right? For us to make sure that we're actually leveling up for God. And we have to understand that the process of the enemy and the enemy is the best way to go. Nobody on the outside is to blame. So right now, let's stop that right now. Your church ain't to blame. The recovery house ain't to blame. If you're in a situation that is not good, you're talking, well, they don't know what they're talking about. God has put you there to make the situation better, to fight the inner you, right? Yeah. And stop fighting people around you. It's very easy to say, it's my wife's fault. It's very easy to say, it's my kid's fault. But how often do we really look in the mirror, right? Like Michael Jackson said, the man in the mirror, and really blame ourselves, right? Let's move on. Things on the outside that can distract you, right? And then so you do have some distractions on the outside. Some things that we can do so much that actually can feed the enemy in the inner you or the inner me, right? Yeah. So we have to be very careful with distractions. I know myself, I can deal with temptation. I can deal with just distractions. I can deal with social media. I can deal with my phones. I can deal with my emails. And sometimes that takes me off, and I believe Satan uses these things as a distraction for me to make everybody else to blame and not blame what's going on in me. Listen, it's time to grow up. And the only way you can really grow up is by making sure that you're fighting the demon inside of yourself. There's a war always going on inside of you. Do you want to do right? Do you want to do wrong, right? And especially when it comes to recovery, the biggest thing we do really suffer is that blame game. So what I want you to do this weekend, especially those in recovery, those who are married, those who have a spiritual walk, try to go through 2 or 3 days without talking about somebody else. And only talk about yourself. In every situation, I want you to look at the role that you played. It's very easy to be able to say, oh, they did this to me and I'm not going through that.
Blame game.
The blame game, right? Yeah. But maybe that's your step. And if you blaming your step, you're actually tearing down your step. And if you can't, if you can't do the right thing with that step, you can't level up, right? So be very careful with distractions. So we're talking about this enemy. Let's keep it going, right? And understand this. When you point one finger and you say your fault, and I'm going to put this picture up here for you. When you say your fault, you actually have 3 fingers pointing back at you saying, no, it's my responsibility. No, I'm in my feelings. No, it's my fears, right? When you point your finger at someone, 3 fingers are pointing back at you. Always keep the focus on you. So when I'm saying keep the focus on you, don't leave this group talking about, oh, it's all about me. No, I'm talking about bettering yourself so you can help out the people on the outside. Can you help out your enemy on the outside? Because God says vengeance is his. So maybe you need to give forgiveness to somebody. Maybe somebody needs to forgive you. But if you don't do those small steps, you can be smart, you can have all the degrees, you can have all the clean time. You're not going to level up, right? And then, what to do until God takes care of my outside enemy. All right? Because, like I said, the video I wanted to show you was a volcano erupting. And I'm sitting there, and I'm mad, and I'm like, why God can't handle them? But God said, no, you can't have a bitter heart and expect him to go to work for you, right? So what to do until God takes care of my outside enemy? He says, be still and know I'm God. Be still. And that's one big thing we have to do in recovery. We have to learn how to be still. First thing you know, you get a big check, you're ready to move around. First thing you know, somebody make your phone call, you ready to move? No. We have to understand that the fight is God. So stop fighting everybody. And just be still and let him fight your battles for you, right? And he says, lean not on your own understanding, right? And one of your favorite scriptures, right? In Proverbs, he said, lean not on your own understanding. Stop thinking we all know it all. I'm guilty of that. I don't know it all. My boss may know it all, but I don't know it all, right? And so let's learn how to be more coachable. Let's learn how to lean on one another. Let's learn how to be brothers and sisters. And, let's stop trying to be the smartest one in the room and try to be the person that learned the most in the room, right? And James just talk about quick to listen and slow to speak, cutting each other off, right? Do we cut each other off? Right? So we fighting enemies within. So you make sure this weekend that you go out and you fight the enemy within. If you're trying to level up, I don't care if you want to be on a diet. I don't care if you want to start working out. I don't care if you want a better marriage. I don't care whatever you want to do better spiritually. I don't care if you want more clean time. The only way you're going to get it is stop focusing on the outside and focus on the inside. Stop trying to make other people better, but not making yourself better. Right? And let's move on right here, right? It's time to level up. So I gave you some secret ingredients to actually level up by fighting the demon that is within. Stop putting all the blame out. Now, once you get to this level, you're ready to level up. Why? Because nothing can slow you down. You're not going to be looking to blame people no more. You always going to be in the situation doing a self-inventory saying, What role did I have to play in this?
Yeah.
What role did I have to play in making someone angry or even making myself angry, right? And then I want to end out with this quote right here from, got this Muhammad Ali. I got his picture here, but this is a famous quote. I don't believe he made this quote, but it says, if there is no enemy within, the enemy outside can do no harm. Yeah. So I just wanted to come here today to talk about the enemy and the enemy. Why? Because I'm a recovering individual. No, not just from drugs and alcohol. I had all that stuff and did cocaine and all that stuff, but I'm talking about another level of recovery. Character defects. Sitting on those character defects saying, God, please take them away. You're going to struggle. You're going to suffer. But if you fight, listen, I guarantee you that God will give you the energy to win the fight. And remember, when I say if you fight, and remember the important part, until God said you ain't ready to fight. So let me fight for you. And once you allow that to happen, you're ready to level up, family. Don't let nobody hold you back. Don't play the blame game. Listen, you got to understand that if you want to be above your problem, you got to fly above them. Yeah. You got to fly above them like an eagle. You can't be looking back and saying, oh, this person did that person down there. Have you ever seen an eagle start to blame a chicken? No, they don't blame chickens. What they do, they eat their chickens.
Wow.
They eat the chickens. So what I want you to do, I want you to be an eagle. And this week, I want you to eat your problem. The enemy with the inner you and the inner me. What do you got to say, sis? What you think?
What I want to say is, shout out to Jennifer.
Oh, it's birthday.
50th birthday. What a milestone, man. Happy birthday, sis. We love you, love you, love you. Also, don't forget to sign that petition for Wallow.
Yeah, Wallow, let's go.
Yep, sign that petition because we're going to get him free. 2048 is a crazy thing when he already did 20 years. We're going to get him free. He's been out here free for 3-4 years and have not went back to jail. So he still did some time out here not being free. We need to get him off of that, right?
Yeah, we got to get him off of that and understand that people look at us and say, Mel and Tasha only helping Wallow one day at a time. No, we're not just helping Wallow. But you have to figure out who to help first to create the door so we can help other people be able to level up. And what I want to do, I want to end out this Friday Motivational Group by telling you to wear your mask most of all, but I want to show you this video. The video from the ODAT street team from Darnell Scott, who name is Driz, we call it AKA Driz or whatever, but he learned how to fight the enemy on the inner him. And I want to show you what God has did for him. This man was incarcerated for over 5 years, lost his mom and everything, and he lives life with no excuses. Let's watch his level up. Love you, family, and have a great weekend. Check out this awesome video.
ODAAT, who that?
ODAT!
All right, welcome home.
I want to ask you a question.
Feel
That
great.
is, what
Great, bro. All right, we headed back to
is
Philly.
in your
See you in a few, Mel.
life's blueprint?
ODAAT, who that? One day at a time, yeah, we look out for your dad, your grandma, look out for your mom, yeah, it's ODAAT, who that? One day at a time, yeah, we look out for your dad, your grandma, look out for your mom, yeah, I'm rolling with the O, yeah, I'm rolling with the O, and we giving away that Christmas money, Christmas toys, and Christmas clothes. Come on, people, let's clap our hands, come on, people, let's make some noise, kids at that, yeah, that's my boy, kids at that, yeah, that's my boy, you having a problem with your bills, oh, that, yeah, we got your back, somebody passed away, your money low, oh, that, we got your back. Tasha Wells, she got my back. Mel Wells, yeah, he got my back. So anybody having problems, you know, Drizzy got your back. Just give me your call, it ain't no rapping, I will handle it. Oh, that gang on Hollywood, we staying in that trap. Yeah, we gonna help our people, cause that's where all them problems at. You think I'm talking fiction? Google our name and you can check the facts. Or you can call Jen at Fox 29 and she'll tell you the fact. R.I.P. to Reverend Well, R.I.P. to Mrs. Well, R.I.P. to Mrs. Scott. We going hard, we not gonna stop. Woo, woo, we not gonna stop. Woo, woo, we not gonna stop. Block to block, hood to hood, we keep going hard till everything good. Lights is on, heat is on, rent is paid, mom is working, dad is working, kids is good cause they clothes and fed. It's a house full of food, it ain't no more than bread. I ain't talking guns or drugs, so I know you do not feel it.
Somebody's life. I shot at people and took somebody's life, so that means I didn't care about life. No matter what I tell myself, I truly didn't care about life. So for me to say I'm changed, I care about life. Yeah. I make a stop now when I see that person on the ground. You need me to call you an ambulance. Before I roll past, I didn't care.
Yeah. I had that gun. That's not the way I'ma raise my daughter. That's not the way I'ma raise my son. I'm still coming out that work street team. You won the job, come get one. ODAAT, who that? One day at a time. Yeah, we look out for your dad, your grandma, look out for your mom. Yeah, it's ODAAT, who that? One day at a time. Yeah, we look out for your dad, your grandma, look out for your mom.